So in case they don't show up, then you haven't wasted your time. But
right.
Oh, here's Matt. Okay, good. Excellent. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Oh, I am. Good morning. It's been a morning. Sorry, I forgot.
Already been a morning?
I woke up to a phone call that 10 of our buses had catalytic converters stolen off of them last night.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's quite an effort.
It's been an adventure already.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was ideal.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know you have to take time out of work to do it.
I'm the only one here right now, so I'm working real hard.
No problem. No problem. Well, we're going to get started, even if the others don't join, and I'm recording this so I can put it in the classroom. But I really wanted to meet you guys, face to face and like see people a little bit, because I think an asynchronous class is really tough. And I've taught for more than 20 years at universities, mostly in person, sometimes synchronous online, depending on the pandemic and things like that. But it's really nice to have human interaction. And in every other university where I've taught, I had to create the curriculum. So it's a little weird being given the curriculum and then saying, okay, here's what we're doing. So I just want to acknowledge to you guys, I think that the assignments are really confusing, and I'm probably going to change some of them each week. So like there is, if you guys saw, I sent an announcement that said this week's deliverables. So I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to actually, I think I can share my screen and show you guys. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you saw it already or not, but I explained that it's confusing, and there appear to be two things due this week. The Hootsuite stuff is just so out of date. So forget the Hootsuite stuff. You've already done the first part, and that's fine. So what I'm asking instead is to submit just a one page that you've written on how you imagine using social media marketing in your career. So just getting as specific as you can, but like, where would it factor in for you? How would it be useful? Whether it's in a current job or a future job that you're thinking of. The other thing is about your subject for your capstone project. So that is important to do. And I would like for you guys to complete that one. But that's really it for this week. And we'll keep improvising as we go along, but I do hope that you do the readings. And so usually there's a couple of chapters each week and then some videos to watch. And so if you can keep up on those, that would be awesome too. So yeah, I guess I wanted to find out a little bit about you guys and see if you have questions for me about the course. So anything you want to share with me about like what you're hoping to get out of the course, or how I can help you make it easier, anything like that?
I think Hootsuite was it was a pretty cool thing, like going through the certification and stuff. Like it does seem like a useful tool, but it was very, very, very confusing. Like Matt was always my point of like, So I'm glad that we're like doing something else instead, because I think that will help a lot.
Yeah, we were a lot trying to figure out, wait, what are we doing?
Well, I'll show you guys. Actually, I'm going to share my screen again, but I use a different tool in my marketing company. It's called Loomly, and you can see Cleary is one of my clients, and it's for scheduling social media content in advance. And it's really awesome. You can have hashtag lists, and it'll actually suggest hashtags for different posts based on the content and what's trending. There's a ton of different programs like Hootsuite, like Loomly, that are really helpful for social media marketers to get more organized, because if you have to do everything spontaneously, it's just a lot of work, very labor intensive. But Hootsuite's pretty old. And so I think I'm going to see what I can do to try to get the curriculum designers to bump us up a little bit more into the 21st century. So we'll see what happens. But at least you did the first part, which I think was important, just to know that that's out there. And I think the textbook is decent. So definitely read those chapters and watch the videos. The videos are pretty good. But yeah, I think from here on out, it's really about your social media marketing plan that you're doing, which is the bulk of the course. So if you have questions, let me know. But yeah, we'll just sort of focus on getting that done as we go along. So do you have any questions about the course or how it works, anything like that?
I don't think so.
I don't really think so. I'm looking forward to really kind of getting some ideas I've tried to push that we need to have a social media, some type of like not even advertisement, but just a presence.
Yeah.
And most board and our directors are 70 plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I thought they were going to throw me and burn me at the stake because I mentioned a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, so Matt, who are the customers of your business?
A lot of our customers are seniors. So that is a high volume. We also do a lot of stuff for like hospital staff and U of M.
Okay. So is there a consumer interest in what you're doing?
Like, yeah, I mean, we are growing like crazy. So we're public transportation specialized service for people with disabilities and seniors.
Okay.
Along everything else.
Yeah.
So a lot of people call us and go, I never heard of you guys. I can't believe that this service is available.
So really your customer isn't necessarily the people you're transporting, but it's their caregivers or their relatives or somebody who's helping them to arrange it, you think?
Yeah. We get a lot of caretakers and members that call us and say, hey, can you do this? And we have a lot of people who call us directly and say, I want to go here.
Yeah. So I actually think it'd be great for you to have a social media presence. And, when you're, and I hope you're planning to do your plan about your company, like to devise the plan. Is that what you were thinking?
I was kind of thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely think you should. Some things to think about, I've been working in marketing for 14 years and I was a journalist before that. And the thing with social media is it's a social form of media. So, I mean, hence the name. So it's person to person, and it's really about sharing information, educating people, empowering them. So there's probably, I mean, you could be doing advocacy for seniors and disability and people with disabilities. You could be, you could really become like a foremost voice in those realms through social media. And by the way, you offer transportation, but if you're looked at as a respected and revered source of information and support, then of course they're going to choose you, so think about that as you're devising your plan, because it's not just like, one of the things that I think in the industry people get wrong is talking all about themselves, so social media is really an exchange. It's a relationship, and there has to be something in it for you and something in it for me. Otherwise, why would you follow me, And so when you're a company, and it's interesting too, because I work with a lot of schools and universities, and there's a school in California that I used to work with and did their social and did everything for them. And now they're doing it in-house, which is what I really advocate for, because for a school, I think that it should come from the inside. But whoever's doing it just doesn't get this, because all they're posting about is like, we do this, we do this, we do this. And it's like, no, you want to see the children, in a classroom or like on the playground, or like, and be able to picture your kid there. And it's all about like, we teach this, and here's our method, and here's our philosophy. And so it's wrong. It's just like not doing it well. So think about how you could really connect with the people who would hire you guys.
And that's interesting, because I haven't thought of that type of thing where do more than just promote our.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought. And I like I get your point there.
Yeah. I'll put something in Canvas that isn't in the classroom, but I'll share it with you guys. It's the social media pillars. And I don't know, maybe this curriculum will get us there, but if it doesn't, I'll provide it. But there's 5 social media pillars. I'll actually show you guys pretty quickly. And then I'll put this in there. So bear with me a minute while I pull it up, and then I'll share my screen. Give me a quick minute, guys.
I'm going to turn my camera off for 1 second and mute myself.
Totally fine. Bear with me while I look for this. So I have a lot of files to go through. Here we go. Okay. All righty. So the social media pillars. All right. I'm sharing again. You guys can take a look, and I'll put this in Canvas. So there are 5 pillars of social media. And Matt, can you see this too? Yes, no? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Cool. Okay. And so the idea is that there are 5 focuses for your social media that you want to cycle between, so that your content should never be more than 20% of any of these categories. The first one is promotional, which is, look at us, this is what we do, we're so great. but that means it should only be 20% of the time. However, every post that you do is about you. It's just from a different angle. So for example, the second pillar is educational, which means you're trying to educate people about what you do or the industry that you're in. And it positions you as an expert, or a thought leader, but it is educating people on something they need to know about the work that you do. So sharing an article that you've written, or somebody in your company is speaking, or somebody else in the industry, just sort of talking about, what you do and what people need to know. So an example for this for Cleary University, when I do the social media, is I share articles about trends in higher education, or how do we afford a college education, or, and of course, then I might link to the scholarship page on Cleary's website or something like that. So it's promoting Cleary, but it's from a perspective of educating the public. The third pillar is community, and it shows that you're part of a larger industry or movement. And so this is where you might shout out to people who work in the company, collaborators that you work with. Maybe you highlight one of your drivers, Matt, or one of your passengers if they give you permission. And so it's showing, again, what your company does, but from that human perspective, and that you're a community of people. The fourth and fifth pillars are more fun. So they're entertainment and engagement, or engaging. And it's where you show, like, for entertainment, it could be behind the scenes. Like maybe you're like sanitizing the buses or something, and you like get goofy and you take some pictures or video. Like that's a great entertainment post. And again, it's still promoting your company, but from a fun perspective. It's not a hard sell. And then the engagement one is where you really want people to engage with you. So you ask a question, you share a quote that's inspiring, you have a poll or a survey or something like that. And again, it relates to your company, but it's in a different angle. And so the idea of these pillars is that you're cycling through different focuses of the content, so it doesn't appear that you're giving a hard sell all the time, but you're still teaching them about your company and your expertise. So I'll put this in Canvas so you guys can see, but there's like a lot of nuances to social media. Everybody thinks like, oh, that's so easy, but there's like there's a whole strategy to it that is super important. And I hope you guys will figure that out when you work through your project. So yeah. So this week, the most important thing is to submit your subject for your social media marketing plan. And then just that little one pager that I asked you about. And, feel free to pull from what you read in the chapters this week and that kind of thing. I just want to hear, how you guys think about this and how you're taking in the information. So any other questions about class or Canvas or anything?
Do you want the company we choose to not have a social media presence at all?
It can. I mean,
Okay.
if you see somebody out there, like I just talked about that school, and I could write a plan saying what they should do, so if they already do and you want to make it better, I think that's cool too.
Okay.
If it's a company that has a really successful social media marketing presence, then maybe no, because they're already doing well. So someone that you can help in some way with your.
It's kind of like I have an internship over the summer, and I already know that I have it.
Okay.
And I've worked there for the past 3 years. So I'm thinking using this to help me, because they suck on social media. So
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Awesome. All right, sounds good. I did send you guys an announcement. I don't know if people are reading any of this stuff, but I am taking my son back to school this weekend. So from Saturday through Monday, I'm just going to be on the road. So anything you submit or email me, I probably won't get to until Tuesday. So just know that it's not marked late, but I can see when you submit it. So hopefully you submit it on time. Okay. All right. Any questions for me or anything?
I'll let you know, I am getting those, even though I'm not very good at responding.
Okay. All right. Good to know. It's my first time on Canvas. I usually use Blackboard at other universities. So just learning the technology. I'll get there. All right. If you guys need anything from me, also that my personal email, and I think I put my phone number in my bio as well. You can always text me if something is urgent. But it's really great to see you, and I'll probably do another Zoom in a couple of weeks so we can all check in, and hopefully other students will join us as well. Okay.
That sounds great to me.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks for coming, guys.
thank you.
Bye.